Okay, good evening. We're here with the Week 4 podcast. Tonight we are talking with the Grim Reapers. How are you feeling tonight, Alberto?
I'm feeling good, man. A nice W will make you feel good to start the week.
You evened your record at 2-2. Your 6th and 7th round picks, Mixon and OBJ, tripled their output from the first 3 weeks combined. Did you expect that from them this week?
Well, Beckham, I definitely expected at least one. I didn't think he was going to give me a couple extra, but Mixon was definitely due. One of the better running backs in the league, and it's only a matter of time. You can't keep good players down that long. So it's bound to turn.
Okay, you're 2-2, but in the last 2 weeks you've scored 74 and 79 points. Is this the turning point in your season?
I hope so, man. I really do. The first couple of weeks frustrating, take the matchups, but a couple of 44 spots 2 weeks in a row. Not good enough. Not in this week. You got to get into the 60s, 70s to make sure you have a win. And sometimes that's not even enough.
Yeah, well, one of those weeks, last week being, you had you were in pretty much a shootout with the Psychos. Your comeback fell short, but you proved that it's hard to keep a Reaper down.
Yeah, man. That was sometimes you're lucky, and sometimes you need the luck to help you out. But last week week 3 I didn't have it, and this week I definitely have it. So that's the way it turns.
That's it. Okay, now the big question. This week you're facing the Gridiron Grudge match. He's 4-0, number 1 in total points, number 1 in touchdowns. Do you have the horses to keep pace with him this week?
Oh, without a doubt. Look at my matchups. Look at his matchups. I'm gonna go on record right now. I'm blowing him out. I'm calling at least a win by 20, 30 points, easy.
Okay, so like Babe Ruth in the World Series, you're calling your shot. You will beat the
Right.
Grudge match this weekend handily.
I'm pointing to the center field so he can exit right out of the stadium early on. He has terrible matchups. You can only plug so many holes. I guess he counted. I mean, with me, I guess he counted on this week being a loss anyway. So, and doing your first loss of the year, it's coming up. It's coming up this week.
All right, he seems pretty indomitable, but hey, it's a week-to-week league, and anything can happen. All right, Alberto. This is your part of the podcast where you got any trash you want to talk to any GM in the league. Let them know what you feel about their team, their moves. What's on your mind?
It's been a good competitive season, man. I mean, the only thing I can say is all the teams have matched up well. Injury here, bye weeks. You don't count on your bye weeks. If you don't schedule right, you're gonna lose. As my opponent this week, he's in big trouble with his tight end, with his quarterback. So, I just said every position. I just saw his matchup this week. He's in big trouble. I'll be surprised if he gets into the 30s, to be honest with you. He has a bad history with me. I pretty much, for the last 6 seasons I've been in this league, this season being number 6, he finally took the monkey off his back last year with me, and it took a miracle for him to beat me. So there's no miracles this week. He's going to take the L. Everybody in my division, very competitive division. We're going to get 3 playoff teams from my division this year. I'm writing it down right now. And that's it, everybody. Just be ready because I'm coming.
So you're saying the East is the weaker of the divisions?
Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, I look at some of the teams in the East and our teams. Look at the points that we score. Everybody well into the twos. Guys in last place with 240 something points. It makes no sense. And you look over to the other division, guys haven't even cracked 200 yet. It's just the way it goes this year. But I think we're going to get 3 playoff teams from my division, and that's my opinion. But it's going to be a competitive division, man. Nobody's out of it in my division.
All right, let's.
I proved a couple of years ago. Even when you start 0-4, you still have a chance. I proved that a couple of years ago.
Okay, let's keep the pot stirring. Who in your division, since you have the strongest vision, is the weakest link in your division, in your opinion?
The weakest link in my division, man, it's hard to say. It really is. If I had to say the weakest team in my division, I would have to say Bombers. But I think it's gonna be G-Men, Psychos, and myself. We're gonna get into the playoffs. You can write that down right now.
Okay, but Aaron Rodgers seems rejuvenated. He was the 7th overall pick, and he's lighting it up every week.
Yeah, you didn't see the end of that game. Yeah, he had a little slight injury at the end of it. He didn't come off the field that good at the end of the game last night. I mean, he can only play so long, guys. In his late 30s, and so once that cold weather comes, I don't know if he can maintain it. I don't know how many off the street receivers he can pick up either. So right now he's on a taking time bomb right now. That guy, he can go any second.
All right. Now, thanks for being here tonight, and Alberto. If you want to get on this podcast, what do you have to do?
You gotta score the most points for the week, man. I'll see you next week, Sal.
Okay. Once again, Green Reapers, great job this week. Congrats on the win. You're 2-2. You're right in the hunt. We got a marquee matchup this week with the grudge match. So to quote another GM, Whoop Inc., let's hide and watch. Thanks, Alberto. Have a great night.
You too, Sal.